Good day and welcome back to another DBZ Dokkan Battle video. In this video, we are doing the build of the week, and this week's build of the week is Storied Figures. Now I wanted to look at Storied Figures because it is a very interesting, when I say interesting, I mean absolutely horrifying team. So it is in its own realm of being distinctly tragic, which is kind of shame. But it's not bad. Like, I've started off with a big epitaph for the category, but it's not bad. But what it does lack is synergy between its units. It's a very cut and dry, split down the middle kind of team and category. You can mix and match, but those units specifically need to be mixed and matched with other units to have effectiveness. It's not like pure Saiyans, hybrid Saiyans, where they get away because they all link this way and that way and they all work. The passives even are quite restrictive. But let's talk about it. Let's talk about the team. So one thing, it's recently got quite a big buff with Int Majin Buu and with Int Hirudegarn. Okay, so I don't have Int Hirudegarn, but he isn't a lead, but he is a very good unit on the category. So that's immediately a very good step in the right direction for the category. Int Majin Buu, very good unit. All the beefs and power-ups they've been having for Majin Power, also very good. So Tech Majin Buu's Easy A, very good. Int Majin Buu, very nice. Strength Majin Buu, good, very nice upgrade. Kid Buu, physical, super Easy A, all good steps in the right direction that have helped out the extreme side of things. Throw in Hirudegarn and you're partying. On the super side of things, it's still very much Team Bardock. You'll see me now kind of showing a Team Bardock team. Team Bardock units, even in their own right, are kind of restrictive. For example, Tora benefits from low-class warriors. Fasha benefits from low-class warriors. These are key components to the Bardock team. Very often you'll see Super Saiyan Bardock or Super Saiyan 2 Bardock or Super Saiyan 3 Bardock, all benefiting from low-class warriors or other Bardock units or even Goku units. Tech Bardock's a great example of this. He can't even fully function on a whole 100% Storied Figures team because he needs a Goku to get his full passive. So this is somewhat restrictive, and when I say restrictive, I mean very restrictive. This also kind of restricts your super class team building anyway, because units like Tapion, who link well with other Tapion units, or Paikuhan, who are nice picks for a super class team, need to be used sparingly because you're so kind of focused on having these low class warriors units. Not that you have to have them, but like, you can't use Fasha, who's a great pick, if you don't have low class warriors. It's just a weird situation like that. Same with Bardock. SS3 Bardock needs SS2 Bardock because he needs Power Beyond Super Saiyan category units. Tora may be less limited, but he needs Team Bardock units to reduce damage. So it's all kind of like difficult on the super side of things. I actually find the extreme side works a lot better. The thing is, the Buus all work nicely with each other, of course, but Hirudegarn, not a bad link set, all things considered, for units like Buu and things like that. You know, he's got Brutal Beatdown, he's got Nightmare, Revival. These are all actually available in Buu units, and Fierce Battle, and throw in the Big Bad Bosses, which you can get from Kid Buu, and all of a sudden he's not in a bad position. It's very much the same if you look at Bojack. Bojack as well, not necessarily super exciting, but if you look at this link set, Big Bad Bosses, Revival, all nice stuff. Now, I will say there are some units that are just hard to incorporate. The crossover units are super hard to incorporate. Dark Mask King, SS4 Bardock, King Vegeta is kind of achievable, but because he's not low class warrior, you find, or Team Bardock, you find he restricts a lot of the units he's going to link up well with. So that's a little bit of a shame. It's just in one of those positions. They just need one or two what I like to call glue units. So a great example is like a Tora, who's a Storied Figures support, but isn't restricted to his damage reduction from Team Bardock. The only real glue unit they currently have is the Tavion and Minotia LR, who is a great glue unit. You know, a Storied Figures category support. They need something more like that, just to help bring cohesion so that running the extreme and the super science is not so hard. Right now, your best bet in terms of team, probably running a Storied Figures team with Majin Buu, Hirudegarn, all the good Buus, you know, Super Easy A Kid Buu, the Easy Age, Tech Boo, and then throwing on like a Tapion rotation. The Tech Tapion recently got his Easy A, not a bad unit either. Benefits more from having Movie Bosses category allies, but his synergy with the Strength Tapion and Minotia is pretty good. It's going to be one of those categories where you either have the units that kind of make the cool, decent team, being like, like I said, all the boos plus the Tapion rotation, or it's going to be one of those categories where you're kind of thugging it out, running like just Team Bardock, or you're running just Margin Power. The cross synergy between the team is just not there right now. They need a bit more glue guys, and so that kind of shows when building your team. Not to mention the leads are not Omega popular, although surprisingly well animated characters, a lot of them. People just don't like summoning for Bardock or Tapion and Minotia. However, I will say that I for one am definitely excited for Tapion and Minosia's EZA, and I think that's going to be a big ticket for this team. On the free-to-play side, you have free-to-play Team Bardock. You do have some other interesting units like free-to-play Paikuhan, but it's the free-to-play Team Bardock that you're going to see a lot of use of, mainly in things like Ultimate Clash, but they are a good utility team for a lot of things like SPR, ESPR, and some Fighting Legend Goku missions. The only other thing I'll say is on the Link side, there's not a lot of synergy here. Obviously, Majin Buu units link amazingly with Majin Buu units, Tapion links great with Tapion, and the Bardock units link decently amongst themselves. But you don't have a lot of set links outside of matching those units with those units.